Yesterday, Democratic Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer held a meeting with 8 Democrats from the Senate. These are 8 Democrats who voted against the $15 an hour minimum wage hike, and he wanted to get their, input on what they could do, what would be a reasonable number to raise the minimum wage to that they would all support. What kind of plan do you have then, Schumer asks, if you're not going to go with the $15 an hour increase? And of course, Joe Manchin, who was clearly present at the meeting, said, I'll go 11. I'll give you $11 an hour. As if he has to pay it out of his own pocket, right? Like, that is one of the things, before I even continue, that I really want to address is that these Democrats and, of course, the Republicans, they act like they're the ones that have to pay the minimum wage increase, like it's coming out of their salary. Like, what the hell does it matter to you? You don't have to pay this. On top of that, and we'll get to more of this in a minute, it actually increases economic activities in areas where the minimum wages increase. So it's not even like you technically lose money because you end up making more in the long run because people have more money to spend at your businesses. More on that in just a moment. So he holds this meeting. Manchin says, I'll go 11. Sinema says, I'll go with about 12, but we'll tie it directly to increases in inflation. And then in about 5 years, it'll be close. Not quite there, but it'll be close to Bernie Sanders' dream of $15 minimum wage. Now, here's the problem. Schumer is meeting with these Democrats to try to compromise with them. These centrist, corporatist Democrats in name only, trying to find out what he can do to increase the minimum wage by at least something, right? Give the public something. When in reality, $15 was the compromise. Had minimum wage been tied with inflation this entire time, it would be over $22 an hour today. Just to keep up with inflation. 22. But we already narrowed that down to 15. And now they want to narrow it down even more. And again, this is absolutely idiotic. Majority of people in this country support an increase in the minimum wage to at least $15 an hour. Areas of the country that have already instituted $15 an hour minimum wages, we all know what's happened. They have seen increased economic activity. They have actually seen job growth. And, as I like to point out just anecdotally, those in the bottom 80%, I think it is, maybe 75% of income earners here in the United States tend to spend 100% of their paychecks. Not because they're bad with money, but because they have to in order to survive. So if you give them a little more money, those are the people that are actually going to spend it and increase economic activity, increase demand, which helps businesses. These are the people who typically have to put off important things like car repairs, new tires, going to a doctor, or in some cases, by God, just going out to eat. If you put a little more money in their pocket, they're going to have a little more spending money to take care of their needs and their wants. And that is what they're going to do. And that is why increasing the minimum wage always increases economic activity. It's not rocket science here. But these Democrats who don't want to go 15 want us to think that it is. Oh, it's too complicated. That's too much money. Oh, what's it going to do to the local gas station owner who can only afford 1 or 2 employees? They're going to have to cut back. The small business owner. They're really not. In the initial days, there could be a bit of a pinch. But after a month or two, maybe, they're going to see increased activity. They're going to see increased revenue because people have more money to spend. That's the way it works. And if you don't believe me, go look at anywhere in this country where we have instituted a $15 minimum wage, then feel free to get back with me. We have seen it in action. We know what it does. And these Democrats are absolutely lying to us and to themselves when they say that we simply can't afford it.